gaming, sports, movies, bullshittery, humor, childhood stories. If you've ever wondered where you can find all of those things all in one place, you've come to the right place here at the Peaked at Birth podcast. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode number 8 of the Peaked at Birth
Yes.
podcast.
Hello and welcome.
This is your boy Cody, and that is your boy Michael.
It's your other boy, Michael.
And here we are.
Yeah, we're here just having hot girl summers and hot dad bummers.
God, if that wasn't true, I'd be happy. Or, yeah, if it was, I was right. If it wasn't true, I'd be happy. But, you know,
Yup. It's how it be.
except for the hot girl summer thing.
Oh, right, yeah.
Big sad.
Yeah, it happens. We
Michael?
can't all be hot girls, you know?
You're right. Michael?
Yeah.
How are you?
No one's ever asked me this before.
I ask you every week.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm actually not too bad today. I'm doing pretty fine, pretty good.
Good. We like to hear it.
Yeah, how are you?
Never better.
Yeah?
Doing pretty good. Doing a whole lot of nothing
Oh, man, isn't that the best?
while doing a whole lot of something, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Is there anything that like this week has really stuck out to you, like media wise, like a movie, some music, Is any what you doing this week?
So I don't think I've listened to the Greatest Showman soundtrack more in my entire life than
Yeah.
this week.
No, I've noticed.
I love it. It's so good.
It is. It is.
That's what I've been doing. I've been listening to Greatest Showman a lot because I really like it.
Mhm.
What about you? Anything stand out?
I so our buddy Liam, really friend of the podcast. Hi, Liam, if you're listening. Sent me he sent me a band, like, I don't know, last weekish sometime.
Yeah.
And oh my god, I haven't stopped listening to them, like, at all.
Who it be?
They are Summer Brews.
Summer Brews.
Yeah, and they kind of have that like acoustic emo feel to them, but they're really fun to listen to.
Right.
Just it's a good old time. They make
Love
you
it.
feel things.
Big fan.
Yeah. But that's
Nice.
it's really all I do now. Is, when I'm not trying to catch up on like Adventure Time or something, I'm just listening to music, playing
Right.
video games.
Video games.
Yeah.
Nice. Speaking of video games, I have gotten into one of my favorite game series again. Borderlands. Me
Oh yeah.
and our buddy Nathaniel and our other buddy Evan.
Yep.
Have,
Who if anybody's coming from my YouTube channel, Evan is one of the boys in that latest video I just posted.
Yeah.
It's a fun video.
Yeah. But anyway, we started a Borderlands 3 playthrough.
Yeah. I still
And
haven't gotten all the way through that game.
It's so good.
No.
It's a lot of fun. We just beat our first vault boss last night.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it was pretty fun. We played so admittedly we played for 8 hours yesterday. Straight.
Right.
It was kind of dope, and also
But
at the
why
same
not,
time, Yeah, I mean, Tamara was at work.
Yeah.
So yeah, her entire shift from the time she left to the time she got home, I was playing Borderlands.
You know what? Nothing wrong with that. It's better than drugs.
You're right. So this playthrough, for those of you who know Borderlands, I am playing as Zane, the operative, and it is fucking fun. Oh my gosh, he's so fun to play. I'm following a build guide, and the name of the build is called the Dirty Dan Zane build. Oh my god, it's great.
I think the last time I picked it up, I was doing a Flak playthrough.
Black is who I did first time.
Mm-hmm.
We got he's not max level anymore, but he was max level at one point because they increased level cap to 65 instead of 50.
Yeah.
So I need to get him up to 65 now.
Which is
And
something they do every content update anyway, is they just up the level max.
there's 6 DLCs
Yeah.
for this already. And I think they only increased it once, so 65's highest now.
Yep.
Thankfully. God. Because
Yeah, and I think
it took
I
forever.
think my first playthrough was I can never remember their name, but the mech.
Mose.
Yeah. That was my first playthrough.
Yeah, that's who Evan. So we have Evan playing Mose, we have me playing Zane, and then we have Nathaniel playing Amara, who's the
Mm.
siren.
Well, yeah, and he's always been partial to the sirens.
He really has. Actually, his first playthrough though, between him and I, when we maxed our levels out or maxed our
Yeah.
characters out, he played Mose
Yeah.
and had a splash damage demon of a character build. And like we were getting so serious into it, like we were grinding super hard for like specific legendaries and shit. Oh my god, it was fun.
Damn.
Yeah, we grinded the second vault boss Grave Ward probably. God, I don't know.
See, it's insane to me to think of like Borderlands 3 having a meta, you know? It's Borderlands. Well, you're like, following a build guide and whatnot. That's a meta.
Well, it's more of.
It's a meta.
I
By
mean,
definition, it's a meta.
kind of, yeah. But the only reason why I would disagree with you is because of how customizable Borderlands is.
It's still meta.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's like the meta. I'm just saying it's a meta. Like it's like a specific rule set which you're playing the game at.
Yeah, kind of.
It's like looking at build guides for League of Legends and Smite. It's like, yeah, there's all this possibility for each time you play a match, but it's, you're still following the guide. You're still following a meta, a set of rules.
Yeah. Oh well, it's fun. I like how a lot of people like understand the game better than I do. And to them I applaud them because I don't know if I want to put the time and patience into.
Every time I've touched Borderlands 3, I have this like sense of nostalgia, like, man, I kind of miss just starting Borderlands 2 games and then never finishing them,
I don't miss that.
Dude, we have so many. We have
Yeah.
so many that we've started.
I hated it. I don't know how many times Nathaniel and
Dude,
I
the
had
intro, it like gets under my skin now. It's like, oh man, I really want to play the Borderlands 2 story again, and then I just get to it, and it's like, I forgot how much I hate this beginning.
Nathaniel and we had done it so many times because we had like forgotten where we were, so
Yeah.
we just started over.
Right.
Or our buddy Josh would be like, "Let's start another one." Huh?
Right.
But
yeah, I don't know how many like Nathaniel, Justin, and I have started.
Yeah.
Like just
But
too many.
We had it down to a T where it was like, all right, you go do this, I go do this. Like,
Yeah.
low key, if we were doing it on PC, we probably could be speedrunners.
Oh, 100%.
It was crazy. So.
Yeah, it got to the point where we were literally, saying characters' lines before they even said them.
Absolutely.
During certain cues. It's fucking insane. But God, do I hate the Southern Shelf. Oh my God. Just like that. Honestly, like the entire intro from like the time you get to Claptraps all the way until you get to Sanctuary, it just sucks.
Yeah, I don't like how long it takes to get to Sanctuary.
Well, and you've done it you've been doing it, like, we've done it so many times where it's just like, oh my God, can we just do the cool shit yet?
Yeah. Nathaniel and I we had tried to do the Ultimate Vault Hunter mode. We were like, we got 2 playthroughs through. We did regular True Vault Hunter and then
New
Ultimate
Game
Vault Hunter.
Plus. Yeah.
And we were trying to do the like New Game Plus, I guess is what it was. But we just got bored of it. The storyline gets so boring.
Yeah, because once you've seen it 1,000 times, it's not going to change.
Yeah. My favorite thing is I don't know. I just like Borderlands 3 a lot better personally.
I like the character that they do put into the game though. It's something I'll always respect.
Oh my gosh. The quirkiness of this game is just
It's
so
amazing.
good. So good. Anyway. All right. Well, enough about Borderlands. I just had to
Yeah.
get that off my chest.
Yeah.
Any games you've been stuck on besides?
Well, I started a game last night and so I found out on Xbox if you have Game Pass, you can play the game Maneater. And have you heard of it?
No. Never heard
So,
of it.
Maneater is a game where you play as a shark. First
Okay.
off, I'm fucking terrified of the ocean. Like, I actually am afraid of the ocean.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, it's just because of like it's so deep, so vast, and it's just like I also have a sudden. It's rational, completely rational, but a rational fear of things that can kill me in one bite.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Like I can't do gators, I can't do crocodiles, I can't do certain snakes. Although I'm also just terrified of snakes in general. Sharks freak me the fuck out. Even if like I'm staring at them in a tank, I will legitimately get like the panic attack sweats. It's like, nope,
Crazy.
can't fucking do this. But I was playing it last night. I was like, you know what? I am the shark. Maybe it's different, right? No, the very beginning of the goddamn game, there is a mission or a quest. I don't know what you'd call it, but where you're supposed to eat catfish because you're in a swamp as a
Mm-hmm.
baby shark. You're supposed to eat catfish to draw out the apex predators so you can kill them. And the fucking predators are gators. And it's like you kill the one catfish and then a gator comes out of nowhere and it's just instant. Like I legit like my heart jumped out of my chest and I was like, no, I can't do this. So I had to like literally turn off the game. I was freaking out so much.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy how immersed like you can get into games. Like every time we play Apex and we're like jumping off high buildings, we're like, "Oh god, I got that like pit feeling in my stomach."
Yep.
It's insane. But yeah, I literally like I jumped and I was like, "No, I can't. I can't." So I turned off the game and started playing Lego Star Wars.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Um. So, for PlayStation Plus members this month, a game called Stranded Deep
Ooh.
is actually you probably wouldn't be able to play the game because it's all about being stuck on an island
See, I
with
could
oceans
okay, I
surrounding you.
could do that. Like honestly, Subnautica I'd be fine with cuz I'm like, "Oh, this is like not that realistic."
Right.
But like Ark, dude, I can't do Ark. Like if I'm gonna play Ark, I am a land player only.
Yeah. Um. But yeah. So fuck. Stranded Deep is what it's called. Damn it.
Hmm.
I started a playthrough of that, and I'm a huge fan of like games like or not games, movies or TV shows about like survival and stuff.
Yeah.
And so, like I used to watch a lot of Man versus Wild, or Survivor Man, or dual
Tom Hanks
survival stuff like that.
Castaway.
Yeah, I watched Castaway a lot as a kid. I don't know why. But this game is really fun. Like it's really immersive. There's so much custom. It feels like Minecraft, but it's not blocky.
Yeah,
Is what it feels like, and it's
right.
really dope.
That's kind of how I feel with Ark too. Like don't get me wrong, I like Ark. It's really interesting. It's just between all the glitches and just how unfinished it feels, it just makes it really hard to want to just sit down and play.
Yeah,
Like I love the idea that you're stranded on like this like uninhabitable terrain surrounded by dinosaurs and ancient creatures that could kill you like instantly.
hmm
But then like you make it habitable. Like it's so cool. And there's so
yeah,
much variety to it.
hmm yeah. It's fun, but yeah, it's what was I saying?
I don't know.
No, it's fun.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of things that can kill you. You see like sharks on the water a lot.
Right.
Uh, so it's fun. It's it's kind of scary sometimes because I'm like, big fish, no thanks.
Yeah, no,
I run away.
like anytime I get in the ocean in like any game and there's like
Hmm.
a shark or like some big fish, I'm like, yeah, no, we're not doing this today.
Hmm.
I just can't do it. I don't know why, because it's like it's just pixels on a screen. Like
Right.
no real. It doesn't affect my life in any which way. Like I could literally just put this down after dealing with something like that and just like go walk out into my kitchen, have a glass of milk, and then just be completely fine. Right? I don't know. It just video games are weird.
Yeah,
Can't can't handle it, man.
I agree.
You just keep getting wackier too.
Absolutely.
Like a game where you literally play as a shark is just it's wild.
Yeah. One of my favorite games is Horizon Zero Dawn so far.
Okay, you know what? It is really fun. From what I
It is.
got to play of it, really did
Yep,
enjoy it.
I do really like it.
I'm gonna have to
I
restart
need.
it though. Next time I do pick it up, I'm gonna have to restart it because I have no idea where the fuck I'm at in the story.
That's how I feel. I'm probably just gonna have to deal with it because I don't want to start over because
Right.
I'm really far in the game. But yeah, I need to finish it.
See, I didn't
I
get
think
that far, but
I'm gonna play on a difficult. I need to play on a lower difficulty than what I currently play on because I think I'm playing on hard
mhm.
because I like a challenge in my games and it's too hard.
See,
It's too
on
difficult.
my first playthrough, I never play a harder difficulty. I always just play the easy modes because it's like, okay, I want to know the story. I want to know what I'm getting into when I'm playing it.
Hmm.
So like when I started Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, I played it on the super easy difficulty because I'm like, I just want to play the story. I just want to explore. Like I don't want to get my ass beat in combat all the time.
I think I played on medium because I like a little bit of challenge. I don't like to play a game and feel like I'm beating it in 2 hours.
See, I'm the complete
Um,
opposite. I like that feeling.
I like when I go into a boss fight and it's a challenge.
Right, right. And like I said, I
Which
always do that for just my first playthrough. Just so I can, I get the story down and then I start bringing it up when I start like getting into the collectibles because I'm a bit of a completionist.
yeah,
Like I can't just pick up a game and then like not do every little challenge.
agreed.
Which is why Spyro turns into a full endeavor for me.
Yep, it's tough.
Yeah. It sucks because I'm like, oh, I want to speed run 100% it. Then I just like, I have to start doing it in chunks. Or else,
Yeah,
like, I'm here all day just like, yeah, what am I doing? You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I jerk off more.
damn it. So, our favorite game. It wouldn't be a PeakedatBirth podcast without an update on our favorite game. And for those of you who know what I'm talking about,
Apex Legends.
I am in fact talking about Apex Legends.
Cool.
So, and actually, Michael's the one who told me this. So, Michael, if you want to take it away.
Well, according to the devs, they have come out and said not a lot of people are playing as Revenant, which no, not a lot of people. I think they said the pick rate for Revenant's like 2% of players.
I'm part of the 2%.
I am too. But yeah, it's like 2% of players will actively pick Revenant constantly. Right? And so what they're going to do to try and get more of that player base back, they're going to give him a buff. Nobody knows what the buff is. If I had to guess, it's probably a little bit more of like an ult timer. Because I mean, his death protection goes by really fast.
Yeah, they need to buff that, honestly.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going to do. I think they're going to up the time on it because I think it's on 30 seconds to a minute. I think that's what it is. Running out the timer, not getting like killed by it. But like I think the timer's like 30 to a minute.
I think it's a minute.
I want to say it's closer to a minute, but I mean, it could be 45. We could both be wrong. But if they do change it, I hope they change it to like a minute and a half. I feel like that's fair.
Just give them a lot. Honestly, like there's a lot more ults that are way more
Yeah.
like
I think they're also gonna buff his climbing a little more too.
I don't think that needs to happen
I
personally.
don't I don't think it needs to get touched at all. I think his climb height is perfect because it's higher than most champions anyway.
Oh, it's like
It's the
one and
highest.
a it's 1.5 times anyone's climbing,
Yeah.
guaranteed. Like it's crazy high. It's
Yeah.
personally it doesn't need to be. I don't think it needs to be touched, but
No, I think his
you
crouch
know,
walk might need to get slowed a little bit.
well, see, here's the thing. Like, I don't even think a lot of people know about his crouch walk.
No. He crouch walks the same speed as his normal walk.
Yeah, which I think is really dope.
Yeah.
That's why I like him because I can strafe really
Right.
fast.
Yeah, strafe crouching. It's so good with him. But also he is supposedly, I don't know if any of these are true, but according to some links, he is the next legend to get an heirloom, which is really cool.
He deserves an heirloom.
I feel there are other characters that deserve one a little bit more than he does at the moment. Like honestly, God, who's desperate right now? Mirage just got one.
Mirage has one.
Yeah, Mirage has one. It's a trophy.
Oh, oh, that's right. I don't like
Yeah,
his.
yeah, his is the trophy. I
His is
think
dumb.
Caustic is the weird hammer with the skull on it. Oh God, I'm trying to think of who like Watson maybe give her one first. But I don't know. I think Revenant. I think Revenant's a good one to have for now.
Yeah, like I said, I like Revenant. I think he's a good character.
He's fun to
I
play as. I love
I
his
don't
lore.
I didn't give him good enough credit in the beginning because I was like, no, Revenant's stupid.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's just a
Fuck that guy.
edgy robot, you know.
That's literally what I thought. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, this guy's literally just Edgelord McGee over here. We
But
don't
then it's
need.
like you play him and then you learn more of his lore and it's like, wow, okay, so he's not just an edgy robot.
I haven't paid attention to much of his lore
Yeah.
because that's just not part of Apex that I'm like into. You know, I'm
See,
just
I'm a
like it's a
lore
battle
boy.
where I just want to play the game. That's
Yeah,
it.
I get you.
Just give me the game. I want to play. Thank you.
If it's a game I'm super interested in, I'll dive into the lore like it's a big old birthday cake and I'm a stripper, you know.
Hell yeah. It's the way to
But
do it.
other than that, like fuck Destiny, man. Like I like Destiny, but like fuck its lore. I don't care about its lore. I just want to jump into it. You know, other games like that. But no, Apex is definitely a game I want to learn more about. I want to know why Smite is the way it is. You know,
Good old Smitty.
like why are the gods battling together? I want to know.
Part of me is just like, and I could be completely wrong, but part of me is probably just like, someone thought of this idea and they thought it was cool, so they did it.
I mean, that's honestly, I love when it's shit like that. Like, I don't need super expansive lore and like, why is the world the way it is? It's just fucking like Mortal Kombat, where it's literally for like the longest time, it was just, yeah, it's just tournament champions. They fight. There you go. Like,
I'm
fuck
like,
yeah. I like it. I dig it. Then
thank
they're
you.
like, oh, but then the nether realms and blah, 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 blah. Shut the fuck up. Just call it demons. Just say
Sit down.
demons are in the tournament.
Sit down. You're drunk.
Yeah, exactly. Like, fuck off, Warner Brothers Interactive.
Go home, Courtney. You're drunk.
But I'm such a crackhead.
Oh my god. Stop. You're making me cringe.
Good. I want you to cringe, Daddy.
I'm gonna live a little.
Got anything else?
Oh, I got lots of stuff.
Cool.
So, Discord is trying to expand, and it's fun. They're trying to make. I think they're gonna bring an app to PlayStation.
Yes, I did read about that actually.
And that's cool because I know I mean, personally, we have friends who are like, I don't want to use Discord and game chat. You know, they're kind of picky about it.
Yeah,
So here's your fucking fix, brother.
yeah, just
Get on
fucking.
Discord.
And it's on your console now.
Yeah, that's
Looking
even
at
better.
you, mutual best friend between us.
Poor guy. Yeah, no, I'm big happy that they're bringing it to consoles now because, like he said, some of our friends are kind of like, I don't want to, and like I get it.
Yeah,
Don't
don't get me
don't get
wrong.
me
Like, I
wrong.
don't want to have my computer on at the same time as my console if I'm just going to be playing with my console and I'm not going to be recording or streaming. Like, that makes sense, you know?
Yeah,
And
but now
also,
I can.
using it through phones sucks sometimes.
Yeah, that's what I used to do, and it's a big old bummer. It
Yeah.
hurts my head. It just there's too much going on all at once.
Right. And now,
I
like, with adding in a console, it's like, great. I get voice chat and game audio through, like, the same output. It's
or
good.
different outputs.
Yeah.
Well, at the time it's different outputs. Now you get both
Yeah. Now,
at the
now
same
you
time,
now you get it through the same output. Because,
which
like,
is neato.
oh, yeah. It's going to be a nice change. Because,
And
I mean, don't
honestly,
get
I
me
don't.
wrong, I like the party system that PlayStation and Xbox has had, but
I mean, when you play cross-platform,
yeah,
like
it makes it hard.
you, you can't do anything. I mean,
No,
there's no fix for it
no,
except for wearing an earbud while you're playing. But again, that
nobody
just
wants to do
causes
that.
it just causes a lot of issue.
Yeah,
So no, I think it's a good change. It should have happened a lot sooner, personally. But I mean, what am I gonna do to fix that? I'm not a fucking big game dev.
yeah, I'm not a
Part
big
of a
dick Sony exec,
Yeah, I don't run and own a company that's multi-million, dollars worth of value. I'm
Right?
just a fucking douchey console player that complains about games not working.
Yeah,
That's all I do.
I don't even complain about the games not working. I just complain that, like, I don't have fun.
That's okay. I mean, that's also fair.
Yeah, because it's
If you're
like,
not having fun, then
yeah,
what's
see,
the
like,
point of it?
if your game is buggy as hell and the bugs make it fun, I'm not gonna
Cyberpunk,
complain. Like, I'm not gonna complain if the bugs are like in GTA 4, there's the swing set glitch.
bro. No, that's just fun though.
That's fun. That's what I'm saying. If I'm having fun with the glitch, I'm not gonna complain about there being a bug. But if it, like, erases game data or makes the game unplayable, like black screens you,
Cyberpunk.
yeah, like pretty much Cyberpunk's launch. I don't want to.
everything's
I don't want
everything's
to.
cyberpunk.
I don't want to keep kicking Cyberpunk because I know it's still down. But it's like, and I love CD Projekt Red. Like, I've loved the Witcher series. They're really fun games to play, and they're really solid. There's not too many technical issues with those games. But man, I blame the audience for Cyberpunk's
Oh,
issues.
absolutely. No, it's 100% the audience party. And if you're part of the audience, I don't give a fuck if you're mad at me. It's true. You're
It's
part of
your
the
fault.
problem.
Like, you're not ready to talk about this. Then click off the podcast.
Get the fuck out. No, I'm kidding. Don't leave. We love you.
But you are 100% the problem
Yeah, I
with
mean,
Cyberpunk.
if you rush video games, they're not gonna be done.
Yeah, and it's like, what is so wrong with a? Because Cyberpunk promised a lot,
It's literally been in development for years.
and like them taking another couple years to fine tune it, I would have been fine with.
Well, okay.
Because it's
Here's the
like,
thing. This is okay. The biggest issue with and I guess I'm gonna kind of go on the side of our good buddies who ruined the game, or so we say. Um, when you promise a game so frequently, and you promise that it's about to be the biggest game of like ever, but you're taking years and years to finally release it, I can understand the frustration. So if you're going, here's the thing: we have two problems. We need CD Projekt Red to not hype up a game super hard like they did.
yeah,
For one,
I mean, that was also
don't
part of the issue.
don't overhype a game if you can't 100% guarantee that it's going to be flawless. Problem one. Problem two, the fans of the games need to understand that if time needs to be taken to fine tune the game and make it a better game, allow it to happen. Don't be a dick.
Yeah. It's
Thank
okay.
you
So
for coming
I
back to the
guess it was
topic.
more like 80-20 then.
No, for real.
20%
Yeah,
on the
it
developers,
was.
like, overhyping the game. But it's like, when you have a game, like, when you get Keanu Reeves, when you get, like, A-list actors to be in your game, you can't help but hype it because it's like, guys, we got this person. And
Well,
it's
yeah,
like,
I'd be pretty hype, honestly.
yeah. And I mean, part of not part of the problem, but I think like part of like why they did it is because it's like they made so many promises and they were going to change gaming with this product.
Oh, they did change gaming. Trust me.
Yeah.
But in the bad way.
Unfortunately, not for the better. Well, I guess technically, I mean,
No, for the better, because now gaming companies are like, oh fuck, we can't make the same.
yeah, it looks like they're
We
gonna have
can't.
more QA.
We can't. We can't be Cyberpunk. So as long as we're not that, we're good.
Yeah, I mean, they set a bar, but unfortunately, the bar was so low. But it's like I think companies are gonna start adding a little more quality assurance to their games.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, it is for the better, but it just sucks that it happened this way. Because you would think it would happen with the EA properties.
I'm sorry it had to be this way.
Like, I hold that I think EA would make more money if they took a little extra time on like Madden, right? Took an extra year, made one big Madden, right? Hear me out here. And then constantly updated that Madden like they do with Destiny 2.
I think that's what they need to do with a lot of games.
Yeah.
So like Call of Duty. I think Call of Duty would be a much better game if so for example, a lot of people say that the Modern Warfare engine is one of the better engines that they released. And I kind of agree and I kind of don't because I don't really
I
like
do enjoy the Modern Warfare engine.
I did enjoy it, but I personally enjoy the Cold War engine better. That's just me. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Well, Treyarch's always had like a different style to their games
Yeah.
anyway.
But this is something that someone had mentioned before. It was actually a former pro Call of Duty player, Nade Shot. He had mentioned this on a podcast one time. He said if they just took like someone had even said like from now on they just need to find an engine and stick to the same engine, and then just every new game that comes out play on that same engine, and just create content, you know, through that one will fix the problem with like Cold War guns being stupid overpowered in the Modern Warfare engine, right?
Yeah.
And two, you also fix the problem of people having to buy Call of Duties over and over, right?
Yeah.
You can still have 3 different game developers create the game and build a game around it.
Just work on the same engine.
Yeah, give them an engine that is that is fine tuned to like the max, so that way it's like a consistent engine, and then just apply stuff to that over and over, and then like every 3 years or so update the engine, so that way update graphics or update.
Yeah. But it's essentially the same. It's what Battlefield's been doing.
Yeah, Battlefield. God, Battlefield. Speaking of Battlefield, they're actually coming out with a BR.
Oh.
Yeah, the new Battlefield is going to have a BR, which is kind of dope. So
I don't know how I feel about it. I have to do more research.
Apparently, they tried it a while ago.
Yeah, I know they were trying it with 5.
Yeah,
and it didn't go over very well.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I think they announced that at E3 actually.
Probably. I mean, that's where everyone announces their shit. So.
Oh.
But yeah, so that's fun.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think that's everything I had for GAMS.
But I'm gonna go back to our last conversation. I think honestly, EA would make a shit ton more money if they just made a centralized Madden, right?
Oh, sure.
And just kept beefing it up.
Well, here's the thing, okay? So one thing that kind of sucks right now is that they are coming out with a lot of free-to-play games, which is kind of like, and a lot of people say is ruining the gaming market.
Not.
I can agree and disagree with it, and here are my reasons. So I agree with it to an extent because you're allowing for less money coming into your company, right? On a basis of buying the game.
Yeah, but you make it back up in like cosmetics and stuff.
Right. And so that's where a lot of people say that no, you're wrong. That's where that argument comes in, like, no, I don't agree with you because you have pay to play stuff, right?
Yeah.
Not really pay to play. Sorry, you don't pay to play.
You pay to look good.
You have payables. Yeah, you have purchasable content within the game, like season passes, like cosmetics, like stuff like that. And people just don't understand how much money you can actually make off of that type of shit.
Yeah,
Especially
and
when
that's why
something like
League of Legends has strived for so long.
yeah, I mean it's crazy. Like if people just kind of got on the same boat as that, they'd understand. They'd get it.
Well, and they also
But
technically they make money off of ad revenue and like sponsorships and stuff.
absolutely, yeah. I
So
mean
like, let's look at League of Legends for a second. So
that at that
I
point you
think
just
in
charge
game
more for. Oh, okay.
I think oh sorry.
No. I wasn't talking to you. So one of my
Oh.
windows just fucking randomly. Sorry, that sounded really shitty. No, one of
Oh.
my windows just randomly fucking crashed and closed, and I was like,
Oh.
what are we doing?"
But no, like look at okay, let's not use League of Legends. Let's use Smite for this example cuz Smite's also been around for a long ass time. I think like 2013, 2012
It's been a while.
was
Yeah,
when
it's
it
been a
was in
while.
like alpha and beta. So, Smite has an in-game currency. And honestly, in-game currency, like if players earn in-game currency, I think it keeps them coming. Because it's like, oh,
Yeah,
I'm actually earning shit for playing. And then I can use that for the cool cosmetics that I want for my characters. Like I'm not a huge like cosmetic guy, but like if I get one, I'm gonna flaunt it because I'm like, hey, I earned this cool skin, Um
that's a good point.
Yeah, but I think with like in-game currency, you keep players returning, so you're getting your player base revenue because game companies do actually make money for traffic and their games.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
because they get paid through
yeah, they
like,
get paid through like
s-
the consoles and stuff like that.
yeah, because it's like the amount of traffic they get through their like stores and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's probably not a huge amount of money, but it's
Yeah,
money.
and plus like the ad revenue from like the console showing ads on the game page.
Hmm.
If you get the traffic going to that game page, then you are going to make money off of it. And plus, like we're returning player base, like, hey, I'm earning all this in-game currency, but there's this one skin that I can't get enough for, and then they add like the paywall, and then again, and then like if you can mix your in-game currency with your real currency, I think I don't know if Smite does that, but I know there are some games where it's like, oh, I can't afford this character, but if I like used my in-game currency and then just paid the rest of it, then I could just
It-
have that. I could just
There
have
are
the skin.
there are some games that do that. There's not a lot though,
No,
but it does happen.
but I mean, it's just all about like getting your characters back, and I think honestly, with EA doing that with their sports games, and then just re-updating the roster every new season, I think it would just make so much sense to do it that way. But EA is so hell bent on squeezing the life juice out of gamers that like it just doesn't fucking matter because the casual audience it will just eat anything EA shits out. And I think that's what really sucks. It's one of those like I don't think it's free games killing the game market. I think it's casual players. In all honesty. And I don't mean that in like a bad negative way. Like don't take that as like casual players are ruining the market. I think it's like casual players just don't know better. So if like, EA releases a new Madden and all of the hardcore Madden fans are like just fucking released one and then update it. Well, the casual gamers are like, "Oh, cool, new Madden."
Yeah,
It's just like the lack of knowing better. I think that's what's killing the market so to speak, you know?
yeah, I can see that.
Ugh,
I get it.
yeah. It's just frustrating.
It is.
'Cause I love
I
video
agree.
games, but the amount of greed cuz I mean video games were really just lightning in a bottle. Really are. Like in the 1970s there was like that slight crash cuz you had was it the Odyssey and then Magnavox did something and then like Commodore 64, but then like those didn't do so well and then Atari literally from the ground up just built video games. And then they dipped for a little bit, like around like the 7200.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think that
And then Nintendo.
Atari.
Well, Atari and Nintendo are really the forerunners of the video game industry.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah, because I mean, there was a video game drought, like when Atari was pretty much going out of business for the first time, and then Nintendo swings in like 1985, 1986, and just the boom from that.
Blows it up, yeah.
Yeah, and that was just we're to the point where it's like companies are literally about the money; they're not about the product anymore. It went the other way around. Like developers used to
Um,
care.
I think there's some companies that still do care.
No, but
But
I'm just saying, like, there are some companies who don't care about the product; they actually just care about the revenue from.
yeah, I know. I
EA
mean, I
has
agree with
really
you.
turned into that. Into that. That's what sucks.
I can agree.
Yeah,
Some companies just kind of take it for granted, and
like let's look at Hello Games for example with No Man's Sky. They promised a product, and then when it came down to launch, they're like, people will buy it anyway,
they did.
and they did. I did. I was a day one. I was a launch boy with No Man's Sky.
And it was a shit game.
It's better now.
Is it?
Yeah, because the player base held Hello Games accountable.
Well, good for
The
them.
game is filled with content now,
Hell yeah.
and the worlds have life. It's crazy how a
Put
game
it to
went from
them.
just being like an empty shell to actually being full of life. It just sucks though because like the large majority of the player base dropped off, so nobody really has tried to give it a second chance.
Oh, they probably won't.
And I get it though. Once a game burns you, like you can't look at it. No matter how much it's improved, you just can't look at it the same. How I feel about
Absolutely.
Evolve.
Yeah. It be like that sometimes.
Yeah, it happens.
It's big sad.
Yeah.
Okay. So, got a few sports things. Are you ready? So, it appears that our good buddy Tim Tebow is here to stay.
Yeah.
They had practice camps this last week. And according to an article, he literally didn't drop a single pass thrown to him.
Well, that's good.
I mean, yeah, I mean that's a start for sure, because you have I mean it's just practice camp, so I mean it really
Yeah.
isn't meant to be like something super difficult.
No.
But there's also pictures where you can see Tim Tebow and he's fucking jacked, dude.
Yeah, I know. I think I read somewhere he just went into like extreme strength training just to get back in shape for the season.
Bro, his biceps are the size of my thighs.
Yeah.
They're nuts.
Yeah.
So yeah, this dude's crazy. But yeah, he looks super jacked. Apparently he's doing crazy well. Like I said, didn't drop a single pass in OTAs. Crazy. So I'm excited. That makes
Yeah.
me excited to see what happens.
Well, the Packers just came out, the Packers organization, and I believe they said that we're not letting go of Aaron Rodgers,
Big sad.
which really sucks because that means I think Aaron's gonna try and give, or not try and give. I think he's gonna pretty much give out one of his worst performances this upcoming season because it's clear that he's not happy with the organization anymore. It's clear that the organization just really like they care about him, but not in the right way. Not enough to beef up his offense at all, but enough to like, oh, he's the face of our franchise. We got to secure
Yeah.
the merchandise kind of caring. And that really sucks because I think Rodgers would have excelled in another team. Honestly, I think it would
Oh,
have been
I'm sure.
I mean, it's the same reason why Tom Brady is doing better with Tampa. because like
Well, yeah, he
you
was
hit
burnt
that,
out.
yeah, you hit that sense of monotony, and plus, I mean, I can't imagine the pressure of working under Belichick. Honestly,
Well, yeah, it's just tough because Tom Brady. I mean, as much as I hate him, he is a special dude. You
yeah,
know, 15. What round? It was some crazy thing. He's like middle of the draft pick that kind of came out of nowhere.
yeah. I think he was like third round.
Yeah, he was like a third round pick, like a pick 150 something or something. I can't remember
Yeah,
honestly,
just
but
some
like
no name quarterback.
that came out and turned out to be is turning out to be the greatest of all time,
Yeah.
which I don't want to admit it, but I will admit it because I'm an adult and I can do
I mean,
that.
just
I
looking at the
guess.
stats, he just there are only three other quarterbacks that can really compete with him, and they've retired,
Yeah,
and he's still going.
yeah. He's just crazy healthy, dude.
Yeah.
He's nuts. But yeah,
I mean, say what you want about the guy. Like, I get it. Like, I didn't like him for the longest time either. Because I mean, like being a Chiefs fan, you just learn to hate the Patriots.
I
It
mean,
just it
being
being
any team's fan, you just learn to hate the Patriots. I think at one point.
yeah, I mean, true. But I'm talking like, someone who has constantly watched my team like try and just defend themselves in the AFC for like the conference title, and just every single time like getting so close but then just getting smacked down by the Patriots.
Yeah, getting drilled in the butthole by Tom Brady himself.
Yeah, and but I mean, the man has a work ethic. The man has put in his time.
He's crazy.
It's insane. It's insane.
Yeah,
And when he moved
but
to Tampa Bay, like his first thing was like, I want all of the players' numbers just so I can like keep in contact. And it's like that is exactly what that team needed.
yeah, their teamwork and their obvious communication was kind of unreal.
Yeah.
So
It
I
just
don't
took
know.
a leader. There just wasn't a leader down there for the longest time.
I mean, Jameis Winston wasn't doing it.
I was gonna say, like, and you know what? A leader doesn't have to be a quarterback, but it's just no one was stepping up to the plate.
No. Then you get 20-year vet Tom Brady, and he's like, "All right, guys,
Because
we're
he's
gonna
done it.
fucking win."
And he really showed the league that he is not a system QB. Like, he
Yeah,
knows how to adapt.
yeah,
Which is
um,
crazy.
yeah. So also, Julio Jones is looking to leave Atlanta,
Yes.
and
Which I
apparently,
don't blame him.
me either. They're kind of a shit team. Matt Ryan is washed.
He's a shell of his former self.
Why in God's name is he still a starter?
Well, I have the same question about Ben Roethlisberger, but I've had that same question for like 3 years now.
Yeah. Um. So yeah. Apparently he's talking to the Seahawks.
Yes.
And that would be a good fit. I think Russell Wilson's a great quarterback.
I think would he go to the first string, or would he go be like their third wideout?
No, he'd be. I think he'd definitely, with his track record, he's beating out Tyler Lockett and DK
DK.
Metcalf
Yeah.
easy.
But I think that moves honestly
But
because of DK's burst. I think Tyler might move down to their third. But
here's the
like
thing.
that's not a bad thing because that gives three reliable receivers on the field.
Here's the thing. Okay, I've never understood. Like, okay, I guess I understand like number one, number two, number three, number four receiver. Right? I
Right.
understand that system. But here's my thing. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I look at a field
Right.
like a field like a field of players, right?
Yeah.
Generally, and you have three. My go to is like three receivers, a tight end, a running back, that type of
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Basically, I'm just like whoever the fuck gets open is my first choice. That's
Yeah.
it. So like, I don't understand why they always say like, okay, you always look to this guy first, and then you look to this guy, and then this, and I just don't get
Yeah.
that.
You go down the list.
At this point, I'm just like, fuck, just get open, and I'll throw it to you. And if you're open,
Which
you're open.
with the league being like a zone heavy defense league now, like it's really easy to manipulate. Just throw a
Yeah.
tight end in the center, bam, free yardage. I mean, it's insane.
Well, yeah, you run specific routes and people get all fucking mixed up and they're like, wait,
Yeah.
where is he?
Well, I mean, not a lot of defenses like to play man to man anymore because of
Well, they can't.
because of
There's
the pass
you have
interference.
well, you have pass interference, and then you have people like Tyreek Hill who can run past 7 people in a matter of 2 seconds.
And still
Like,
manage to drop the ball in the fucking end zone.
They just keep getting faster. And you got people like DK Metcalf who manages to chase down some dude who's 40 yards ahead of him.
Yeah.
Like you can't
I think they
rely
clocked
on
him. I think they clocked him at like 27 miles per hour.
That's crazy. That dude's nuts. But yeah, you have people like that who are just crazy athletes, and you don't have defenders to do anything to help out. So you have to have like 6 people in layers to be able to block these guys. So I mean, it's just tough.
Yeah.
First, you have the linebackers, and if they can't do anything, you have the corners, and then if they can't do anything, you have your 2 little safeties out there real far, and you just hope to God that they can keep up. It's crazy.
Just yeah.
Growing up, I was always like, damn, I wish I could be a freak athlete. And then I look at some of these guys, and I'm like, yeah, there's no way I'm a
There's
freak
no
athlete.
way.
I could never be that. I mean, I would have had to start training at the age of 2.
Even when I was starting at our high school, I was like, yeah, there's no way I'm going to be Gerald McCoy. There's no way I'm going to be Vita Vea. Like, there's no way.
I mean, the closest thing to a freak athlete we had was...
We'll put an emphasis on the freak on that one. Just because, like, I don't know if you ever saw his pregame. Dude, the kid's fucking insane. Or he was. He's calmed down. He's calmed down.
Okay, let me put it this way though. Like, if you're listening to this, dude, I apologize, but this is just how I see it, right?
I love you, man. You're a great guy to hang out with and talk to. You're very genuine. I love talking to you.
Here's the thing. This guy's dumb as a rock.
We love you. We love you. You're a great guy.
I doubt he'll ever listen to this, but I'm just saying he's dumb as a rock.
Yeah.
But the dude, on several occasions, realistically I shouldn't have said his name, but now I did, so I can't return now.
I'll just block him. I'll just block the name out.
Okay. But this dude, there were videos of him on Instagram and shit where he was just ripping 750-pound leg presses like nothing. Like he had a highlight video of him, doing his thing. It was like a recruitment video for college and stuff. And this dude on set was so quick. Like he could break through the defensive line and just shred your running back or quarterback within seconds.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how good he was.
I don't know if you actually ever played football in Augusta.
No, I never played football. I played with Nick though for fun.
Yeah.
And it was the most terrifying experience in my life. You should
have played with him in pads. Oh my god. So what he would do during pregame, to hype himself up, he would slap the forehead of his helmet to get him overwhelmed with sound, so he'd just be like a fucking bull. I'm not even joking. Just as hard as he possibly could. You could see his veins popping out of his hands just from how hard he was hitting his helmet.
Bro.
And then
this dude's a freak of nature.
Yeah, and then when he got super hyped and he wanted everyone else to hype with him, he would grab your face mask, and it doesn't matter if you were a foot taller than him or a foot shorter. He would grab your face mask, pull it down to his level, and then headbutt you as hard as he could. And I was like, holy shit, dude, one of us is getting a concussion.
We're dead.
And that was his pregame. He would do that before every game, and it wouldn't just be one headbutt. He'd literally go 1, 2, 3. It's just one of us is going to the trainer today, and I don't know if it's me.
No, that guy had I don't know how else to explain him other than freak.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing he was. I mean, he was good at wrestling too, but he was a nuts Like
And
he
such a
was just
genuine guy too. Like off the field, he was so genuine.
oh, he's so nice.
Like he was like honestly, some of my favorite conversations have been with him because
Yeah,
he's
I
just so
mean,
down to earth.
and I'll put it this way: he wasn't like stupid by any means, right?
No,
But this guy is like he was kind of dumb, but
like in a good way, like in an endearing way.
yeah, for real, yeah. I mean, like it's more of just like his common sense. His common sense wasn't there, but his football smarts were like
Oh
far
yeah, his
ahead.
field awareness was like I don't think anyone else coming from our hometown like had the field awareness that he did. Like, it's
There were
crazy.
we had a couple freaks of nature at our school, but he was definitely the freakiest.
Yeah,
It's kind of scary.
yeah.
So
And I would say he wasn't even the only one from our class.
no, we had a couple.
Yeah,
We had a few. Um, I guess since you said you're gonna block the names out, I'll just go ahead and say their names now. One of
yeah.
them,
Oh,
uh,
you want to talk
he
about an all
was
around guy though?
no, yeah, he's like an all around athlete. Like in high school, he did four sports. He did
Yeah,
football, basketball, track, and baseball.
I think he
Um,
dropped track just to focus on baseball.
well, yeah, because that's what he went to college for.
Yeah, and
Um,
now he's a pharmacist, or now he's studying to be a pharmacist.
I don't know what he's doing, but he played for Emporia, and he was actually on ESPN
Yeah,
at one point. He had an ESPN highlight.
yeah, because he's a
Uh,
good baseball player.
he was crazy.
Also, super genuine guy. Also,
Yeah, one of the nicest dudes. He was one of our valedictorians
Mhm.
in high school. He's crazy smart, crazy athletic, nuts. Um,
Right.
the other guy that I would say, I mean, you may have a different person, but the other person I would say, who kind of an asshole, but uh,
Oh yeah. I mean, you want to talk about he's fast as fuck.
yeah, I'm fast as fuck. He was like literally like the Sonic from our class.
Yeah.
This dude's crazy. Like he could,
He did a lot. He
his
did so many
his
dumb things
vertical
though.
his vertical was crazy.
For his height.
He had a 36-inch vertical.
For being like what, 5'8", 5'9"?
He was like 2, 3 inches taller than me, if.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was one of the better basketball players we had.
He was definitely our I would say one of our best receivers.
Yeah, he's crazy fast. Except he's the reason why we didn't go to state our senior year, but it's fine.
Oh yeah, because
He dropped like a textbook pass right to his hands.
yeah.
That's okay.
He was furious about it too.
Oh my,
he took that one on him.
bro, I've never seen someone so angry.
Yeah.
I felt really bad for him.
I thought he was gonna fight
But-
he was gonna fight the defender, honestly.
yeah. He looked like it. He was hella pissed. But yeah. So, nah, those are a few of the freaking natures from our high school. It was,
Yeah. And I mean, like, honestly, if he ever got to move on, like, I mean, he would have been just as fast as Tyreek, honestly.
yeah, but he kind of took a lot of people from our high school took bad paths.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's what sucks. I mean, also,
yeah.
we were like white bread in the middle of Kansas. It's not like we were getting any top prospects in football.
Yeah, that's true. Oh well, well. Then what's crazy is like going to Butler for football is actually really good because they have a like a pretty prestigious football program. Like
Yeah.
they're
Well, because
really good.
they're national champions like several years in a row.
I don't know about anymore.
Oh,
But
no, but for a while. It was like
Yeah, there for a
2012 to
while they were-
2016 or something like that.
Yeah, they're a good football team.
Yeah, it was like
I don't
3,
know.
4 years
You
in a
could-
row.
You can fact check us if you want and
Yeah.
tell us if we're wrong.
Coincidentally, if you look under the notable alumni for Butler Community College, Dennis Rader's in there.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
For those who don't know, during the 1970s into the 1990s, early 2000s, Wichita had a little bit of a serial killer issue with a man named Dennis Rader, who was the BTK.
Yep. Which sounds for bind, torture, kill.
Yep. And I love how everyone calls him like the BTK killer, but that's in his like you're calling him the bind torture killer, you know?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
It's pretty funny. But yeah, and he was I was actually really terrified as a kid because
You just
around.
hear it on the news, and you're like, your parents would always freak out about like you being out.
Well, yeah. Well, it's like when I was really young, I heard it on TV, and I was like, "Dad, is this guy gonna come kill us?" He's like, "Not with me in the house." And I
Yeah,
was like, "I mean,
right.
fair, but like, if they say he's like, I mean, he didn't kill anybody past like the '90s or something,
Yeah,
but
they caught him
like
like early 2000s.
yeah, it was 2004. He actually turned himself in.
He unintentionally turned himself in. He wasn't very bright.
Yeah, but yeah, he got caught eventually and was in trial, and he's in jail for the rest of his life, or in prison for the rest of his life. But
You know what cracks me up about that? The only reason he's one of Butler County's only max security prisoners. The only reason he's in max security is to protect him from other prisoners.
yeah, so he
He's,
doesn't get killed.
yeah, which is
Oh,
crazy.
yeah. Well, I mean, that's why in like big prisons, you have an area specifically for like child predators,
Oh yeah,
and then you
because
have the regular because prisoners like a lot of prisoners who are like they're in there for murder and stuff.
yeah,
They're like I'm okay with killing or do what you will with adults or whatever, but it's
yeah, but
like
it's like the
kids.
second.
You fucked with a kid, I'm gonna kill you. Like they take it so seriously.
I mean, you should.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's like one of those things where you're gonna keep yourself, you're gonna keep him, you're gonna force yourself to stay in prison even longer if you keep stuff like that. And keep them in same areas. I think they did that too because like back in the day, there's a lot of issues with like fights and shit,
Oh yeah,
breaking out with um sexual predators and the other inmates.
yeah. Well, it's
Like
like,
they even have like sectioned off areas in the buses for them,
yeah,
so that way fights on the bus don't start off.
yeah. So I
So
mean, like, say what you will about prisoners and whatnot. Like, oh, the crimes they commit, blah blah blah. There's nothing lower though than a child predator,
oh,
hands down,
absolutely,
hands down.
it's fucked up. So
I think it goes like as far as like the prison hierarchy goes. It's like the very very bottom. It's like child predators and rapists,
yep,
like the very bottom.
yeah, and then it kind of just it's literally two levels. It's the predators, and then there's the
Yeah,
rest of them.
yeah, exactly.
It's kind
With
of
the
funny because
murderers always being like top hogs for some ungodly reason.
yeah, but there's some people in there who are fucking terrifying.
Yeah, no, for real.
So, but yeah, um, I don't even know how we got to that,
I don't
but
either.
we did.
Yeah.
Last thing I have,
Uh-huh.
back to film and shows.
My babies.
Apparently, Brie Larson wants Mara Jade to be the most powerful Jedi ever.
Hmm.
Sorry, Brie Larson, that's just not gonna fucking happen. And I only bring that up because we had talked about it last time.
I know. It's just you can't just beg for your character to be strong.
Yeah,
Like
it's just
that's
not how it
just
works.
not. It's like yeah, it's like you sound like a fucking power tripping 4-year-old at that point. Like my guy's super strong and he can fly. Shut the fuck up and get a job. God, I don't like Superman.
I hate Superman. He's my least favorite superhero.
Because it's just he's a god.
Yeah, he literally he's invincible except to one thing.
No, two things.
Okay, what's the second one?
Magic.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I
But
thought it was just
Aquaman
kryptonite.
can beat his ass.
Yeah.
But it's like only magical items.
Oh, I guess that's fair. So like the trident.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
But
Well
other than
then,
that, that's really it. Unless he's in
does Green Lantern not count as magical then, or is it just based off of?
no, his are cosmic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Also, if you fight him in a red sun, like he has conditions. And then there's also the different flavors of kryptonite. So you got blue, red, green, yellow.
Okay, you knew more than I do. All I knew is green kryptonite. I knew
Yeah.
that's
I
his
don't
thing.
remember the side effects, but they all have different effects on Superman.
Oh my god.
Like I
See,
think
okay,
Bizarro Kryptonians, blue kryptonite is like their strength. I don't fucking know. It's crazy. It's like there's terms and conditions for his powers, and I think that's really lame.
yeah, I like Batman, right? Because he's
Yeah.
not really a superhero. He's just rich and
He's a
smart.
vigilante.
Yeah, a
That's
lot
why
of
I
people
like
are
Moon
like, you
Knight.
just. A lot of people are like, you just like Batman because he's rich. I'm like, yeah, you're damn right. I like him because
Yeah.
he's fucking rich. That's
Dude, if he
dope.
can buy and sell me and not lose any money, like fucking respect, you know?
Yeah. Well, and Batman, in his arsenal has he has a suit for every hero
Yeah.
in the Justice League. He's like, all right, if this guy turns, I have a suit for it.
Yeah. Or it's some sort of contingency. Iron Man's the suit guy. But
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Batman always has a contingency. Like if Superman ever acts up, he has like several of his bat tools like laced with kryptonite.
yeah.
It's insane. He's
It's
always he's always the last man out of a room.
yeah. He's my favorite.
I
But
really like Shazam.
that yeah.
Shazam's my favorite DC boy.
I like okay, here's the thing. I really like the idea of Green Lantern,
Yeah.
but no one has given us a good iteration of Green Lantern.
Jon Stewart.
Yeah, I guess.
He's
I'm
better than Hal
talking
Jordan.
yeah. I don't know. Okay, I know a lot of people make fun of the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern, but at the time I really liked it.
Yeah. I mean,
I
it was Hal
wouldn't say
Jordan.
I don't like it now,
Yeah.
and that's because a lot of people have ruined it, along with Ryan Reynolds himself, in Deadpool.
Yeah.
So,
Man, mainstream media has actually kind of ruined Deadpool for me. I'm not going to lie.
yeah, I agree. Deadpool is kind of overdone.
Like, I love Deadpool. He was like my first Marvel character that I really, really fell in love with.
Hmm.
But then it's like, he started getting printed on everything. Everyone and their mother was wearing Deadpool merch after the 2016 film, and it's just like, man, like call me a hipster, right? But I don't know. It just became oversaturated.
Yeah, I agree. It sucks, but I mean, I realistically I thought the movies were hilarious. The
Oh,
first
they're a fun
Deadpool was
movie. Yeah.
I okay. So here's my one complaint about the second movie
Mm-hmm.
is that his girlfriend gets killed. In the very beginning of the movie.
Right.
And obviously, I think it's part of the joke because they have that thing in the end where he can like time travel and fix stuff.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, she's not dead now," and I'm like, "Okay, well."
Yeah, it kind of just felt copped out.
I know. I was like, "Damn, I'm really sad that his girl got killed."
Yeah, because
You
there goes
know,
his motivation for the entire movie.
right? And then it's like at the end, he's
And
like,
I
"Wait,
mean,
I
that could
can
have just been a
use this."
joke that they did. Because, I mean, they did stuff like that at the end of the first one, too.
Yeah, but it's Deadpool.
Yeah, that's true.
So like, it's like what's present is canon.
I was kind of hoping that they would keep Vanessa dead because that means, like, we get to have, like, the Lady Death contest between Deadpool and Thanos.
Yeah.
Because, canonically, Lady Death is infatuated with Deadpool. Like, actually wants to marry Wade Wilson. But
Mhm.
Thanos doesn't like that because he's trying to woo Lady Death. And so, to spite Deadpool and to never let them be together, Thanos put a curse of immortality on him. So, Deadpool cannot die.
I mean, he can't die anyway.
He could if you like were to tear him down to his last cell, but because of that curse of immortality, like his last cell still survives.
Mm.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Big sad. Sorry, Deadpool.
Yeah.
I mean,
Rip.
like low key, I think being immortal would be kind of dope, but at the same time, I wouldn't want to live the same life for 2,000 years.
Yeah, exactly.
At that point, I'd just be like, bro, just kill me.
Yeah, right.
Let me die.
Like I'll be selling my soul to Satan or some shit, you know?
Yeah.
Just like get me out of here, man. Please. But no,
Big
I'm with
Sid.
you about Green Lantern. Other than maybe Jon Stewart, I don't think there's really been some good depictions of him. Like Hal Jordan's just always like the jokester, and it's like I thought that's why we have Flash, you know?
Yeah. Um,
There's too many jokesters.
I also, what was it? There's a DC character that I really want to see. Like Ghost Rider?
He's Marvel.
Oh, is he? Never mind.
Yeah.
I don't fucking remember. Okay, regardless, I still want to see a better iteration of Ghost Rider at one point.
He'll show up eventually.
Like, I really liked the Ghost Rider movies back in the day. I
Yeah.
thought they were pretty dope.
The first one was good. Second
I also,
one's like
I also, I just like, I like Nicolas Cage a lot.
Yeah. Oh man,
So,
though, if do you like the Punisher?
yeah,
Okay, fun fact. So,
I know he's Marvel.
yeah, but Frank Castle, the original Punisher, eventually the Spirit of Vengeance seeks him out and is like, "Hey, listen, you've been doing this whole like revenge thing for a long time. Like, I'm gonna help you out." And they like make a deal, and so Punisher becomes the Ghost Rider.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's kind of dope.
it is. It is.
That would be cool.
Yeah. I just want to see like honestly, I just want to see MCU Punisher and Daredevil. Like I don't want to like none of the Netflix ones. I just want to see like MCU adaptations.
Agreed. That would be okay. For real though, I just want. Here's what I want out of movies. Okay,
Yeah.
you're gonna no small tangent from me. And I don't know if this is happening or has happened or what. But here's what I think. I just want better
Hmm.
movies
Hmm.
for one. Just overall,
Yeah.
I want better movies.
Yeah. For real.
Um, I want DC to step up their game and give me something similar to what Marvel has given me.
Zack Snyder tried.
I know. I'm just saying, I want something like that. I want them to step up and give that to us because I think
If
we
it's not
deserve
like
it
a
as
full
fans.
franchise, I still at least want like a consistent story.
I just want better movies. That's all I want.
Yeah, for real.
And then I want Marvel to branch out more than they already are because like we've had here's what I've had enough of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
I've had enough of the normal like
The normal
the
Avengers team,
the
you know.
Avengers. Yeah, I want more of their like extra shit. Right, I want to
Yeah.
see more of, like I said, like Ghost Rider and Punisher. I want
Hmm.
to see that shit. I want to see another Hulk movie that's actually good.
Yeah.
Maybe that uses what's his fucking name?
Mark Ruffalo.
That guy. Yeah, Mark Ruffalo.
Well, it'll have to be Professor Hulk. It won't be able to be like regular Bruce Banner
Why is that?
because of Endgame. It would be that's what that character is called. It's when Bruce Banner and Hulk combine finally to form like a perfect being. It's called
Oh, it's,
Professor Hulk.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, still, I just give me something like that, you know.
Yeah.
Or even if you kind of have to take a step back, right, and kind
Yeah.
of give me a backstory as to how Mark Ruffalo's Bruce Banner came to be the Hulk. I mean, like
Instead of
I
just through
know,
like passing dialogue. No, I get it.
right? Like I understand how Hulk became Hulk. I know that he's a bad test experiment, right? I get that.
Yeah, but like show
But
me
give
how it
me,
went wrong.
yeah, give me a story that truly shows that, you know?
Yeah.
I just want it. Just give it all to me. That's what I want. That's the kind of
Exactly.
shit I'm into.
Exactly.
Um, who's another character? Fuck.
Like
Um,
literally anything who isn't like a big Avengers character. Like She-Hulk. Oh my god, dude, I'm in love with She-Hulk. Oh my god. So she's getting a Disney Plus series. Moon Knight's
yes.
getting a Disney Plus series.
Me too. There's a single Marvel character that I know that I just want to know more about, and I can't remember. Go ahead though.
I'm just trying to think of all the Disney Plus series that are going to be coming out.
Oh, there's a lot. I know we talked about it. There's
There's a good amount. you know how this whole started? Me complaining about Brie Larson. Because
Yeah.
first off, Mara Jade's not a super powerful Jedi to begin with. She's just a regular Jedi.
Yes. Who is it? Who
It's
is
because
it?
she got a taste of Captain Marvel.
Wait.
Just wants
Actually,
more.
there's a really funny character in what's his name? The only reason why I know about him is because I played Marvel Munchkin,
Oh yeah.
which you haven't played before, it's really fun.
I don't think I've ever actually played Munchkin in general.
It's so fun. It's actually like it's kind of hard to understand,
Yeah.
but it's pretty dope. Okay, I
That's how I
gotta
feel about Blitz
search
Bowl.
it.
Blitz and Blood Bowl.
Uh,
Blood Bowl is so
who
fun.
is it? What's his fucking name? And just man. Um, no.
Give me details.
There's a guy on here, or there's a character in Marvel that I know about because of Munchkin,
Oh.
and he's such a stupid name. I just don't remember what it's fucking called.
Can you give me a
It,
description?
he's literally made of like his name is like Rubber Man or Elastic Man or something,
Mm-hmm.
but he's just ridiculous. I
I know
can't
there's a
remember.
DC. I know there's a DC character named Plastic Man.
It's not him because like I said, he's in the Marvel Munchkin series
Yeah.
and stuff. Anyway, I probably won't be able to find him.
There's
But
Mr. Fantastic.
we all know him.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm super excited for Marvel introducing Fantastic Four.
Yeah, no, That's another one that I was like really upset got kind of fucked up over and over.
Well, that's just because of 20th Century Fox.
Or Black Bolt is also another one.
I like Black Bolt.
It's kind of crazy.
I'm interested to see how they're gonna do Taskmaster.
Yes,
You
Taskmaster.
know what's fucking sad though?
What?
With Marvel, it's like they introduce all of these big reoccurring villains, right? And it's like you see them in the trailer, and it's like, oh boy, I can't wait to see how they die this time.
Right. Because they last a single movie.
Except for
Thanos.
Thanos and Loki.
Yeah.
And it's just like, come on, man. Taskmasters or like Crossbones, for example. Like Crossbones is supposed to be a reoccurring Captain America villain, and you just fucking kill him.
We like
God damn.
like Quicksilver. I figured he would have a bigger role in the movie, and we saw him like what, twice?
Yeah, and he
Once?
died.
Yeah, he died. And I don't know if that was just due to the actor himself being like not able to continue on with the series,
I don't
but
know.
still, I just want to see
Apparently,
more
like, there's
people.
the big rumor is because, like, well, 20th Century Fox had Quicksilver in their X-Men franchise. It's like, so?
Yeah, and what's your point?
Yeah. It's honestly the fact that 20th Century Fox still had a hold of X-Men is the reason why we're not getting like the legitimate Scarlet Witch Quicksilver backstory.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't wait to get an X-Men also. Fuck.
Oh yeah, no. Now that Marvel has that back.
God
Oh,
damn it.
Daredevil. That's one.
Daredevil.
I want a better Daredevil other than
Charlie Cox.
Well, yeah, but
That's the Netflix one.
no, that's not even what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the
Oh, you're
movie
talking
that came.
the Ben Affleck one?
Ben Affleck. That's it.
From like
The Ben
2003.
Yeah.
God, that movie's terrible.
Yeah, it is bad.
Elektra's
But
even worse, actually.
yes, it is. But yeah, I want a different Daredevil movie because that was dope.
Yeah. Well, Daredevil's a dope character.
Yes, a blind dude that can just
Well, he's not really blind. Uses echolocation.
You're right. He has echolocation, but he's technically blind.
Yeah.
Like
Legally,
he's
he's
diagnosed.
blind.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's diagnosed as being blind.
Yeah. And also like it's easy to make that a movie and not just like a Netflix franchise. Because like, don't get me wrong, I like Netflix. I like what Netflix has done for like TV and movies in general. I think Netflix is a really good, breath of fresh air in the industry. But fucking goddamn, their shows are so boring sometimes.
Yeah,
Especially the Marvel ones.
I just want to see. Okay, so Spider-Man is my favorite overall Marvel character.
Well, yeah.
I really just want to see more of his villains.
Well, we're gonna be getting the Sinister Six, so
Well, that's good.
yeah.
I'd also like to see like Doppelganger.
Oh yeah. I wish they didn't
Which
do
would be,
Mysterio dirty.
they really did do Mysterio dirty, didn't they?
Yep.
They also cast him as Jake Gyllenhaal.
Well, I like Jake Gyllenhaal.
I am not a fan of him that much.
I like him.
I think he's a good actor. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I just don't like him that much,
Fair
unfortunately.
enough. Fair enough.
Because like, okay, so here's the thing. Like, I kind of have this weird thing where I don't like seeing. I don't like seeing like a lot of huge big name actors, right? That I've seen in other big movies, act in
and like,
superhero movies.
yeah, no, I completely understand that.
Because like, okay, so like, I didn't know who Tom Holland was before he came into.
Nobody really did.
Yeah, I didn't know him. I didn't know Tom Holland before he became Spider-Man. I knew of Robert Downey Jr.
But he was
But
on his comeback. When he did Iron
yeah,
Man, that was his comeback.
right. But he, he had done a bunch of like I had seen a couple of his things before, and he fit Tony Stark really well. So I
Yeah,
was like, okay,
exactly.
you're good. And
Chris
then
Evans as Captain
yeah,
America. I don't think I could think of anyone better as Captain America, honestly.
absolutely. I mean, a yoked Chris Evans,
Yeah.
perfect. But yeah, I mean, like I don't see a whole lot of repeat. Initially, I hadn't seen a whole lot of repeat actors
Yeah.
within the series. I mean, now you get like Benedict Cumberbatch as being Doctor Strange, but
Which is
that
fine
fit.
because, like, honestly, that did fit.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things where like I don't think, and like the way they portrayed Mysterio also,
I didn't like it.
I didn't know, because like Mysterio is meant to be this dude who has like powers, right? He's
Yeah,
supposed to
not
have
just
like these magical powers, not
projections.
just not drones. Like I know I guess they're probably trying to make it make sense in
Yeah.
like our world like nowadays and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's what Marvel's about. Like how do you explain Doctor Strange's powers, right?
And they
Doctor
did.
Strange literally I mean, oh they did. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, but like I know they explained his, but I'm saying like
But
he
yeah, like how do
literally has
you
powers.
like the sorcerers and stuff, you know?
Yeah. So like why does Mysterio have to be this dude who controls projections?
Yeah, exactly.
Why can't he be
Like an
someone
old
who actually
sorcerer.
has powers? Yeah. I don't know.
I think it's just because we haven't introduced mutants.
That's also true.
Honestly.
We really haven't.
Like, without having mutants, I don't think a lot of these big time villains can have their powers, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I'm really trying to think. I
From
mean,
like
I
a
guess
continuity wise. I mean, like without them being space aliens or like failed experiments at the at the current state of the MCU, like unfortunately, like not a lot of these characters can just have their powers.
yeah.
They
I guess
have to
that
be
makes sense.
enhancements.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense actually.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess if I had to say it, I mean, just do it,
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing stopping them.
For
They
real. I
own
mean,
Fox now.
they have full range of everything.
But the fact that there's not an X-Men, I mean, I get that like they had Phase 4 planned well before they ever like acquired any of the 20th Century Fox characters.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense that they're not going to be introducing them yet, but I mean like just give us some fucking teasers. You have all these Disney Plus shows coming out, at least like touch our balls a little bit,
Yeah. I just need more. That's really
Yeah.
it.
Well, yeah, it's about that time.
It is. I agree.
Yeah. We would like to thank everybody for listening.
Yes. Yeah, I appreciate you listening to us ramble on about stupid shit.
Yeah, and like giving us hugs and stuff. It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Ear
yeah, yeah.
hugs,
Um,
Every time you listen, it's a hug.
yeah. So,
Where can they
again,
find you, Cody?
blah, 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 everywhere. At home?
Yeah,
No, you can
at the
find me
store.
at King Bear 97 on Twitter. I think Instagram. what was the other? I always say one more. What's it? What is it? TikTok.
TikTok,
No, it's
yeah.
not. No, TikTok is my Twitch.
Yeah.
KingBear97 on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me at KingBear1997 on Twitch and TikTok.
Dude, you need to
Again,
centralize that.
well, if 90, I want 97 because that's where they can find me on PSN also. But 97 is taken on Twitch, and so I don't want to budge.
Fair enough.
Realistically, I would like to be King Bear without any numbers.
You could probably be Cody Ray.
I don't want to be Cody Ray.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I don't want to be Cody Ray.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Also, there's a lot of guys that are already like Cody K, Cody other stuff.
Oh yeah. Cody Co and stuff like that.
Yeah, I want to be King Bear. You know, that's
Fair enough. Fair enough.
It sounds stupid, but it's fine.
That's fine.
It is close to me anyway. So yeah, that's 97. King Bear 97 on Twitch, or no, Twitter and Instagram. King Bear 1997 on the good old Ticker Talkers and Twitch. Michael, where they find you?
Literally everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube now. I finally got that on YouTube. Did I say TikTok?
No, now you did.
Yeah, TikTok. I'm just Mike Soley everywhere. Like literally like just Mike Soley. Those 3 words. Everywhere.
Yeah,
now.
please don't Mike.
I changed my YouTube.
Mike Sully.
Yeah, I changed my YouTube from Jimmy Lal. Now just Mike Soley as well.
Hell
I
yeah.
did upload my first video there, so check it out. I'm very mixed with how it turned out. I think there's some really good moments in it, but I think majority of it's kind of slow.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it.
It's all right. We'll get there.
I put work into it.
Yes.
Remember to follow the podcast at PeakedatBirth on Twitter. Go to r/PeakedatBirth on Reddit. Join our subreddit. Post memes. Talk about, I don't know, whale penises. I don't care.
And if you have questions for us, use the hashtag peaked or ask peaked on Twitter so we can find your questions. Or you can also link us stuff on the subreddit and we will look at it there.
Yeah, for real. But we'd like to give a nice extension to all of our babies. Really, we love our babies.
We love our babies.
Oh, and don't forget, if you are listening on iTunes, to rate us 5 stars so we can get recommended to more people. So you have more people to talk to, or talk about us with.
Yes.
I really stumbled on that one.
It's all right.
Got any advice?
Still love you.
Got any advice for the viewers, for the listeners?
Stay hydrated.
Yeah, you fucking drink water, you silly bitch.
Yes. Don't do like me and actually I don't drink a whole lot of soda anymore, but don't do like old me and drink a lot of soda and be dehydrated all the time. Drink water.
For real. Even if it's like flavor packets, it still gets water in you.
Yes. Michael?
Mm-hmm.
Advice?
Just eat like every 4 hours. Even if it's like a granola bar, just, get something.
Eat something.
Eat something. Don't go hungry.
Yes.
Nobody wants to be hungry.
Don't let Papa know you're hungry.
Yeah, he going yell. Anyway, love you all. Thank you for listening, and good night.
Good evening.